Greetings, everyone. I know most of you, I think. My name is Jason Friday. I'm the product manager for our laser-based MFPs. What we wanted to do today is give you guys a videotape demo of some of the new products that we have. We've got a lot of feedback over the past several years that one thing that would be very beneficial to the field is to have an actual videotape demo of how to demonstrate the new products. And so we're going to get that done for you here in a little bit. One other thing that we have a demo script that you might have seen. We did a big project that we're calling the MFP in a Box. And it's a lot of information about MFPs in terms of demo scripts, product features, and those type of things. And one of the things that we do have is the demo script. So we'll try to follow along with this demo script as closely as we can when we do the actual video. And if you have any questions about anything, feel free to let us know. So the way the demo script works is the demo script that you guys all have access to, step-by-step instructions on how to go through the demo. And so the thought is to use this video in conjunction with this guide to determine the best way to do a demo. So for example, the first thing we have in here is a quick little introduction that we crafted for the introduction to the demo before you do it. So there's instructions here. You can read it word for word if you want to. I'll show you how I read it, which, you know, I'm a very good reader, so it's pretty impressive how I read through the script. But anyway, so that's the first step, is reading through the demo script, the introduction. And then as we go through it, you can see there's a picture of the device, and it's numbered in sequence on how we go around and doing the demonstration. And so what you'll see from the rest of the video is we'll make a reference to the paper guide, and then we'll do a video shoot of me actually doing the demonstration. So hopefully between the two of them, we'll give you a good idea of what we're looking for in terms of demonstration, and answer any questions that you might have.
You're on.
Welcome, everybody. Today we're going to do a product walk around on the new HP LaserJet Enterprise 4555 MFP. It's a great new addition to our portfolio, 55 page per minute mono. So if you all follow me, we'll head over to the device. The next step in the demo script and the demo video you'll see is we're going to talk about the Easy Select control panel. And so, as we were talking about before, you got the picture of the MFP with the numbered sequences going around it. And so the way the rest of this video is going to work is, if you want to follow along with the demo script, the demo videos will tie into the numbered sequence in the demo script, and you can read along for the recommended verbiage with each step of the way. So that's the way the product or the video is going to work, and how it works with the demo script. So enjoy, and we'll join you back later a little bit to wrap things up. The 4555 has HP's Easy Select color articulated control panel. The big benefits of this control panel are that it pivots, so you can rotate it up or down, which is nice for various lighting settings, as well as compliance with the Americans with Disability Act. As you can see, it is also color, which makes it very easy to see and navigate through. It's a lot easier to see things that are in color than that are in black and white like we had on our older models. And the icon structure is consistent across our portfolio. So the nice thing about that from a training standpoint is, once a user understands how to navigate through the control panel on any of our devices from the 3000 series up the line, they can navigate through those devices as well as the new 4555. One way to illustrate that point is the copy icon is the same, and making a duplex copy is the same on this device as it is on any device in our portfolio. Touch the two sides. One side original, one sided copy, hit OK. That step and that sequence is exactly the same on the 4555 as the 3035 and the 3530 and all the other products in our portfolio. Some of the highlights around the control panel. This here is obviously the control panel. The button to the right of it, these are the control panel adjustment buttons that can lighten or darken the control panel. We have the number pad here, which you can use to enter number of copies or enter fax numbers. The button up here on the right-hand corner with the crescent-shaped moon is the sleep button. When it's not illuminated like it is now, it means the device is in ready state. When you press it, when it's in this state, it starts to flash and illuminates, and that takes the device into sleep mode, which saves energy. Press it again, and it will come out of sleep mode. The red button to the right is a stop button to help you stop a job. The arrow button is the backspace or the reset button, which resets job settings to factory defaults. The big green button here is the start button to make copies or scan jobs. On the bottom, the lights, we have the triangle caution light, which means there's an error with the device. The hourglass light, when it's flashing, means the job's processing, and the green light, as it's showing right now, means that the device is in a ready state. And this backwards arrow is the backspace button that deletes the active text in the indicated field. One other nice feature of the 4555 is HP has added USB capability. So there's a USB port that's on the bottom of the device that enables users to print from or scan to a USB drive. There are some customers that are a little concerned about security, so HP has shipped those features are shipped default turned off, and they have to be enabled separately. So send to or scan to USB has to be enabled independently of open from USB. It's a very easy feature. It's very convenient. It allows users to walk up to the device if they have something on their flash drive, stick it into the device, and open it and print it off. The file formats that are supported are PDF, TIFF, MTIFF, and JPEG. Does not support the Microsoft applications. Something that we're working on, but those file formats are not supported at this time. HP is focusing a lot of our research and development dollars in expanding the solutions that work with our MFPs. And one of the ways that we're working to make sure that the solutions can integrate more seamlessly is with our hidden interface pocket, or the HIP pocket that you see right here on the control panel. Essentially what this is, there's another USB port underneath this cover, and we're working with our third-party solution providers to create badge readers that fit nicely in this pocket, and you can put the cover over that so the security solutions that we have can be integrated and enabled seamlessly. One of the big solutions that we're seeing a lot of demand for from our customers is proximity badge readers from excuse me, for security solutions. So one of the nice things we have with the HIP pocket and with our third-party providers is we're making security badge readers that will fit in this pocket. Users can walk up, swipe the proximity badge like the ones they probably used to come into the office this morning. It will authenticate them onto the device, pull up the print jobs that they have, and do a lot of different features from a security and from a print job management standpoint. So it's one of the areas that we're really focusing our R&D dollars on, and one of the ways we're integrating them is with the HIP pocket that you'll see on the 4555 and everything else going forward. For example, this is what it would look like if a proximity badge reader was installed. So here's the normal HIP pocket cover. The new security readers that we're working with our partners to provide look exactly the same. They pop right in there. A user would walk up, swipe their card, and it would authenticate them to the device. From a finishing standpoint, HP has a new finishing option available on the 4555 MFP. In the past, customers had to choose between a 3-bin mailbox or a stapler stacker, and with the 4555 we combined that into one output device, a 3-bin stapling mailbox. The bins in the mailbox can be assigned to the different functions of the device, one for print, one for copy, and one for fax, and the bottom bin also staples up to 30 sheets. This finishing device can also be added to the H and F bundles, and it comes standard on the FSKM bundle. All models of the M4555 come with automatic two-sided printing, also known as duplexing standard. The big benefits of duplexing is that it reduces paper consumption, which helps with the green message. It also reduces paper cost by using less paper, enabling users to print on both sides. From a tray standpoint, there are multiple tray options that are available on the 4555. This is the FSKM bundle, and it comes with the 3 additional 500-sheet trays. The base model comes just with the standard 500-sheet tray. You can add an additional 500-sheet feeder, or add an additional feeder that has another 500-sheet tray and a cabinet. Top of the device, we have the automatic document feeder. The document feeder holds 50 sheets, and it scans. It's a reversing automatic document feeder, meaning it can scan on both sides. It just has to turn the page over in order to do that. We have a legal size glass, which is a big improvement over the 4345, and it also scans legal through the document feeder. One thing to note about all HP MFPs is they all come with color scanners, whether the device is black and white or color. The big benefit of adding the color scanner is it gives us much better scan image quality than going with a mono-only scanner. HP's designed the M4555 MFP to be very easy, not only to replace a toner cartridge, but also to clear any jams that may happen. So the toner cartridge is very easy to replace. It comes with a 10,000 page cartridge out of the box. There's also a high capacity cartridge available that has 24,000 page yield. So you'll notice that the cartridge is actually a one-part consumable. The big benefit of that over some of our copier competitors is that the single-part consumable means you're replacing the entire imaging system every time you replace a toner cartridge. So you're replacing the drums, the toner, and developer all in one. That gives you the consistent image quality from the first page that's printed off this device to the last page that's printed off the device. Also, as you can see when you look inside the MFP, it's a lot cleaner from the inside because all the toner and everything is captured into this one cartridge. We don't have toner dumping into a hopper like some of our competitors do. On the back of the device, this is the panel that has all the connections you can see here. Here's the Gigabit Jet Direct card with the connectivity on the back. This is the USB 2.0 port, which allows for servicing and upgrading firmware if it's not connected to the network. This is the Kensington lock port, so if you want to lock down the formatter for more security, you can do that with that port. Here's an open EIO slot. This is for our wireless Jet Direct card and certain third-party solutions that are available. And on the bottom here, we have the fax port. So the fax is standard on the F and FSKM bundles, and it's optional on the H. So if customers want to have fax, they can, and this is the port where the fax is connected. Also on the device and on the formatter, the device comes with 1.3 gigabytes of memory standard and max, so you cannot upgrade the memory, but it ships with 1.3 gig standard, and there's also an 800 megahertz processor for faster processing of complex jobs. Security is also becoming a big concern for a lot of our customers on their MFPs. HP takes security very seriously, and one way that we have enhanced our security on this device is we now ship every bundle of the M4555 with an encrypted hard drive standard. So that encrypts the data on the device, makes it very difficult for people to pull information off of the hard drive if you don't want them to get at it. All right, so a couple things to wrap up. One thing that is very important when we're doing the demo, and due to some production quality limitations we have with our extensive budget with this video, we weren't able to show it on the control panel. But one of the great things to show with the new devices is the image preview functionality and walk-up USB print capability with FutureSmart. So in the back of the demo script, there's pretty good detailed instructions on how to do that, as well as a walk-around of all the functionality on the screen on the image preview. So it's a great way to help customers understand the benefits of the FutureSmart firmware and what it can do with us with image preview, as well as walk-up USB. So that's something that you want to definitely read through and practice and make sure that you're able to demonstrate effectively to the customers, because it's a really good way to demonstrate not only the new control panel, but also the FutureSmart firmware. And as you also probably notice, as you go through and try to follow the script closely, things can get a little choppy and not sound the smoothest. So we're going to wrap up the video with a non-stop demo, similar to what we would do with customers in the briefing center. So it may not exactly follow with the demo script, but it'll give you an idea for a different flow and a potentially a little different perspective on how to do these things. This is the new HP LaserJet Enterprise 4540 MFP. It's a 42 page per minute color and mono device that has a lot of nice features and a lot of nice improvements over the 4730 that it replaced last November. A couple things you'll notice when you first come up to the device. As you see this nice new control panel that actually, it's an articulated control panel, which means it can pivot all the way down to flat and all the way up to where it's parallel to the floor. This is a really nice feature because it allows customers to adjust the control panel based on different lighting conditions, based on different heights, and it helps us out with compliance with the Americans with Disabilities Act. Another thing we noticed, another enhancement we have over the 4730, you'll see on the bottom there's a USB port. This is one of the enhancements that we get with the FutureSmart firmware, and it enables customers to and users to print from or scan to USB devices, and supports a pretty wide range of file formats. It supports TIFF, MTIFF, PDF, and JPEG files. We also have the hidden interface pocket, or the HIP, and underneath this there's also another USB port that allows us to incorporate a lot of third-party security solutions such as proximity badge readers, where you can walk up with your badge, swipe it, authenticates you to the device, and actually gives you information, authenticates you to the device, and gives you access to all of the different functionalities that you have on this device. HP is investing a lot of our R&D dollars into extensibility and enhancing our compatibility with third-party solutions. So the Hip Pocket is one of the ways that we're doing that and making it easier to integrate solutions and make those solutions look more seamless with the device. In the past, we have supported these types of solutions, but they were attached to the side or the top. They looked a little clunky, so it's much cleaner look and cleaner design. From the control panel standpoint, one thing you'll notice on this is that it's the same look and feel that we have on all the other devices from the 3000 class and up. This control panel, it's hard to see in the video, but it is a color control panel. But the nice thing about the way we're designing this control panel is that the keystrokes are the same across all of our portfolio. So making a duplex copy on this device is the same as making a duplex copy on a 9040, 9050, or a 3035. There's a lot of different features. We got a keypad here, type in numbers for faxing if faxing is enabled, as well as multiple copies. There's some indicator lights on the bottom, hazard light, data light when something's being processed, and then the ready light that's available as well. From a device standpoint, the front is the access to the toner cartridges. They're very easy to interchange, very easy to replace when they run out. You'll notice that we have a single part consumable system on the 4540 as well as all our other MFPs. The benefit of this, there are a couple. One is that you get consistent image quality on the printed page or copied page from the first page out of this device to the last page out of this device. It also is much easier to replace these, and it's also a lot cleaner because the entire imaging system is contained in one consumable. You don't have to worry about the drums expiring at a different time than the toner cartridges, or the toner bottles, excuse me. So, nice, easy way to access these. From an input tray standpoint, we have 500 sheet trays on this device. This is the FSKM bundle that we see here. So it comes with, I take that back, this is the F bundle with the stapler stacker that adds an additional 500 sheet tray as well as a cabinet on the bottom. The FSKM bundle has 2 more 500 sheet trays for a total input capacity of 2,000 sheets in the 500 sheet tray. And then the bypass tray that also supports 10 envelopes. As we move up the device, the document feeder, one thing you'll notice is it does have a legal size glass, which is a big improvement over the 4730. It can handle up to 50 sheets, and it scans letter and legal through the document feeder. There's also a green indicator light that lights up when you have the documents loaded properly into the ADF. On the side over here, this is our stapling mailbox. This is a combination of the stapler stacker and the 3-bin mailbox from the prior models. We've taken those two, merged them together. So now you've got 3 bins, 1 bin that staples, total output capacity of 900 sheets. If we flip around to the side, back here is where all the connectivity is on the device. There's the Gigabit Jet Direct card, open EIO slot. The fax card is actually a little bit covered here with the tab. There's a Kensington lock to lock the formatter down. And there's also a USB 2.0 port on the back for doing firmware upgrades and those type of things, the device isn't on the network. We also have in the device, we have a 1.3 gigabytes of memory standard and maximum, and security is a big issue for us these days, and so to increase the security on the device, we have added a, excuse me, encrypted hard drives on every device that we ship, the 4540 MFP. So it really helps to encrypt the data, gives us a better security message. And we also have some secure erase functionality available through WebJetAdmin. If you want to make double sure that no one's pulling any information off that hard drive, you can erase the information that's out there. Big presentation today. Gotta nail it. Baby needs a new pair of shoes. Okay, let's focus. Here we go. Big crowd in here today too. HP has combined their 2 previous finishing options, a 3-bin mailbox or 30-sheet stapler stacker, into one. The 3-bin stapling mailbox has 3. One of the questions that we do get around the pivoting control panel is everyone's very excited about it, but they're very concerned about durability. So a little demonstration I'd like to have is you can actually take the device, you can move it back and forth by pulling on the control panel. It does not break, it's very easy to move, very easy to navigate. So not only is it a very nice feature, but it's also very durable. One other new security feature that we've added to this, it's a new feature, it's called our cloaking feature, and it allows the device to disappear if you don't want anyone to be able to take anything off the device. So basically all you do is you touch this button right here, and it disappears.